In a universe where life does not end at death, we explore the infinite possibilities forged by our very minds. Welcome to Arthadian Anthologies. Greetings, fellow travelers and storytellers. Welcome to a Reborn in Power series that will be continuing from a previous trilogy found in Season 3 of this podcast. For your recollection, I will be re-releasing the first 3 episodes for this series from Season 3, entries 84, 85, and 86. This is from the Cantol Saga, which I highly recommend listening to as well, since it ties in with what the new age is facing. I will attach a link to each of these episodes for you to listen back to that saga. Also, today is a special day. It being November 10th, 2023, which is my lovely lady's birthday who actually plays as the champion in the series. So if you want to wish her a happy birthday, you can do so by joining our Discord server in the link in the description and ping Kinna Jolanth in the new Expanding Universe server. Now, without further ado, I hope you enjoy the Path of the Phoenix and the great Champion series featuring Kinna Jolanth. The cycle is 116 ACR. During the month of Onok, in the equilial array. It is the 3rd Vomark of Onok, and with it, a famed event that comes after a fallen champion's send-off ceremony. This event is called the Path of the Phoenix, and in it, Cantol will become travelers, and one shall be claimed the new champion. On the night before the trial begins, we dive back into the 21st dome of the Pine Towers, where Kinna and Muzzo return home from the Church of Carrick. Muzzo quickly begins another workout routine, but from what you heard the Archrector say, Kinna, the path will consist of the past, present, and future. Perhaps this means it won't be a physical trial like what Muzzo is preparing for. Kinna, can you fetch me some water?
Of course.
You head over to the kitchen, pulling out a flask of water and placing it next to Muzzo. You can roleplay with him? He's like, you see him doing some push-ups.
So, Muzzo, do you think that that's gonna help with the whoever gets chosen?
I mean, it doesn't hurt, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you should try some, Come on, here, I can help you. And he stands up, and he goes over and grabs onto your your shoulders, and helps you down, and then you go. Are you gonna try it?
Sure, I'll try.
Go ahead and roll me an endurance check. Well, athletics and then endurance, please.
For athletics. Yeah, 12.
12, okay.
Endurance. 17.
17. So you're able to do probably about like, I would say, you're actually able to do exactly 12 push-ups as you're kind of like going up and down. It starts to get kind of tiring at the end, but you're able to push through it.
Well, that's not that bad.
No, not at all. And he looks at you. He's like, "You want to see how many I can do?"
Sure, I'll count.
Okay. He goes. He's able to do around 15.
Okay.
And you're like counting as he goes, I could do more, but I've already kind of strained my muscles a little bit.
Yeah, you've been working out for a while.
That is true, yes. And then you feel like it's starting to get pretty late now. Like maybe it'd probably be a good idea to get some rest for the path. But he seems to be like alert right now, and you see him go over to a pull-up bar and begin to do pull-ups. What are you gonna do?
Well, I think I'm gonna hit the nest.
Is
that not a phrase that we say?
I mean, you could say that. Yeah, that's fine.
Hit the hay. I'm not a horse, so I mean.
I know. Hit the nest. It's pretty good. Literally. Yeah. He looks over at you. He's like, and he kind of goes down. He's like, okay. I maybe I should do that too. And he nods to you, and you go over as the two of you bed down for the night. You go into your cozy little alcove where you have a bunch of flowers blooming, ready for the nectar to be siphoned out. Muzzo's room is underneath yours, almost like a bunk bed, but his is much bigger than yours due to the size difference. Please roll me a perception check.
Okay. $21.
21. Nice. As you nuzzle yourself into the cushion beneath you, out of the corner of your eye, you notice a twinkling flash outside of your little alcove in the living room beneath you. From that area, you also hear a whisper call out to you. Master key 562767. What do you do?
It was just saying numbers and my name?
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
Probably because I have a big day ahead of me. Probably just gonna go to sleep. Try to go to sleep.
Okay. Yeah, you try to go to sleep. And you are able to do so. The next morning arrives, with you waking to the sound of Muzzo stretching. Oh, Kinna! Time to get going! And you see him flop up to your little alcove, and you see him like, come on, and he pecks at you, and he like kind of grabs onto your like little blanket, and he flings it out of your little alcove.
Like, hey, let me get up myself.
Okay. I'm excited. I'm going to become the champion! You see him flying around. So, you get ready?
Mm-hmm.
You get all your stuff packed up, all your gear onto you. You see Muzzo grabbing his gear as well, his blasters, as well as a long like tech saber on his back. And he looks over at you. He's like, "Let's go."
Before I leave my room, I'm gonna look over at the area where I saw the
light.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if there's anything over there.
You look over, you don't see anything. You feel maybe it was just the wind. Leaving the Pine Towers, the two of you enter the Nocturne Arrowway. Please roll me a piloting check.
21.
21. Very nice, very nice. Following Muzzo's lead, you watch as he swiftly glides through the tube, allowing the breeze to take him. You echo his pattern of movement, adjusting to your wingspan, as the two of you head to the Church of Kirik together. Upon reaching the floating island, where the Church of Kirik stands, you notice from the other tubes across the Nocturne Arrowways, the other Cantor are soaring toward the same location. Touching down, you watch as the crowd converges toward the entrance. Everyone seeming both nervous and excited. The doors open as the crowd pushes itself in. You feel the pressure from the Cantor around you as everyone squeezes through the door. There are probably over 200 Cantor here, ready for the path. You feel a talon grip your shoulder as Muzzo fits behind you. Gosh, we need to form a line. And everyone seems to be like kind of mushing through. There's no cohesion, no order.
You can't fly above them?
You try to fly above them, but if you go to flap your wings, it would hit them. And you're not sure how that will turn out. Do you allow the crowd to kind of like go through, or are you going to try to call out to them, try to figure something out? What are you going to do? You feel like eventually you'll probably get into the church, but right now it's just kind of
just everybody's pushing each other.
Yeah. Well, it's like a crowded scene trying to get into, like they're all excited to get into the church. So what are you gonna do?
Probably just keep with Muzzo and keep pushing past people.
Yeah, Muzzo kind of helps you like move some people around. Well, actually, he moves people around away from you so that you have like some room, because you are one of the smallest people inside this group. Mm-hmm. You don't think you've over the past week or so when you have been at the church and like learning what you need to know about the Path of the Phoenix. You haven't seen any other Hummin Cantors around, so they're mostly are Alloy and Egelians. There are probably about like 10% of this group are Ravens, but mostly Alloy and Egelians. As you you feel the talon kind of come up to you. As you finally reach the threshold of the church doors, you watch as the Cantor crowding in front of you slowly glide over to their seats. Please roll me do you have Analyze or?
No, strategy and survival.
Straight intellect check, please.
14.
Yeah, it seems like there's something off, but you can't quite make out what it is.
What do you mean? Because they're gliding?
It's like
once they reach a certain point?
As soon as they cross the threshold, they they suddenly just start gliding over to their seats, sit down, and then put their head down and close their eyes. That's what you see.
Huh.
But you're about to cross the threshold as people are pushing you forward, and Muzzo's like, "Are you ready? We're going in."
Yeah.
All right. Crossing the threshold of the church entrance, you suddenly feel gravity take hold as you fall from the skies. Darkened clouds below you are quickly closing in. Explosions echo across this alien world you find yourself at. Please roll an athletics check.
The hell are we kidding? Athletics. 16.
You try to flap your wings as hard as you can, but the gravitational pull of this world is so strong that you can't lift your own weight.
Do I see anybody else?
Looking around, you don't see any other Cantol. Not even Muzzo, who was right behind you. You dive through the darkened clouds. Please roll me an endurance check.
Uh, 15.
15?
Yeah, I'm only level 4, bro.
I know.
21 is amazing, and
don't worry.
14 is...
Don't worry. But, yeah, I mean, the point is, this is all hard for you. But as you fly down, well, you're not even flying down. You're kind of like trying to slow yourself down with your flapping. But the gravity is so strong, and you fly through the clouds. As you fly through the clouds are condensed with a thick soot that thins the air going through your lungs. You also take 12 points of stamina damage.
Okay, then.
Your fall continues.
Try holding my breath?
Well,
Or like...
you can try holding your... You fall through the clouds, but you didn't like... The first thing that happens is you take in a breath through these clouds, so you didn't really realize that it was like...
Yeah.
They just look like dark clouds. Your fall continues as you finally cross through the thick, soot-filled clouds. Beneath you, across the horizon, you see explosions going off, and with pods soaring through the skies, getting shot at, and some even falling to their destruction. Roll another athletics check.
I would have leveled this up. Ranked it up. 12.
The gravity is still too strong, and you are definitely going to crash on this world. Thankfully, the ground beneath you seems to be clear of any armed forces. You have no idea what the hell is going on. This is like you just entered the church and you just started plummeting.
Okay. And I saw people sitting down with their heads down.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming... I am smart enough. I'm assuming that I'm like in like a trance.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe this is like a trial.
Perhaps. As you fall, right before you crash onto the surface of the planet, you feel something a tug on your back as you slow to a sudden stop, safely landing on the world. You still hear the explosions in the distance. You look around you and you see... It looks like the ground is this gray... There's like ash everywhere. There are hills. Roll me a perception check, please.
Is it night or is it day?
You cannot tell because the sky is so blackened by the smoke.
I was asking because I have night vision, so...
Well,
That helps a little bit.
that helps with like the darkness of
What was I
everything.
rolling?
You're rolling a perception check.
16.
Okay, as you look around and you see these hills, you see it almost looks like they're made out of this. Looks like they're made out of bodies. And as you look around, you suddenly hear.
Is there anything to hide behind?
There are a lot of little alcoves, of like stations where you could probably hide behind, and it looks like this is like a war zone, full-on war zone. Like when Muzzo said that he would be going out into war zones, this is kind of like what he meant.
Yeah.
So
Okay, I'm gonna. Do I have all my weapons and everything on me?
you do, you actually do,
I'm gonna.
and you touch your body, or your physical. Everything is here, and when you touch the ground, it feels like everything is here. Like this is a. If this is a trance, you don't know if you're gonna, like, you're a ghost.
I'm gonna die in real life. Okay. I am gonna try to run.
Okay.
One of something to hide behind.
Yeah, you hear, and above you, you see a ship on fire. One of those pods on fire, and you hear a huge explosion over near you. But you are able to hide behind something. But you don't see any other ships coming by you.
No other people either.
No other people. But you did see a ship crash, but the crash didn't seem that bad. What do you want to do?
How far does it look like I am from the crash?
You're probably about like 50 feet away, so not far at all. Like it was literally right over the hill next to you.
And I didn't see what kind of creature was inside.
No, it was a ship. That was.
Okay. Okay. Well, I don't know who the enemy is. I will go towards the ship. Speedily but stealthily.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a stealth check. You're rolling that big dice.
Yeah, it sucks. 19.
19? Yeah, you begin to quickly but stealthily kind of sneak to each corner of like this almost like maze-like interior, these paths that have been laid out, and you reach the other side of this hillside where you see the crater and flames just burrowing around this pod, and you see coming out of it is an Aloe Cantor who looks very familiar. It is the previous champion.
I'm gonna run up to him.
And you see he is bleeding out on his shoulder, and you see him struggling for something in his pack. You run over to him.
Yeah. And
As you run over to him, he looks up towards you, and he's like, and he goes and tries to grab a blaster, and he points it straight at you, and he goes and fires. What do you do?
dodge.
Okay, go ahead and roll a dodge check.
Crit. 24, 25, 26, 27.
27. You jump out of the way as you see a shot goes off, and you see a pod above you where he was shooting, flying straight towards him, and then doing a ray, and the shot hits a portion of the ship, and you see the pod kind of spiral over to the side as the gunner port kind of misses his pod as he's like, and you see him going. It felt like he was going to shoot you, but he was actually shooting at that pod. What do you do?
I'm gonna pull a stim out of my pocket.
A stim? Or a med?
I don't have a med. He might need energy.
A stim doesn't give energy. It increases the attribute bonus.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna help him. I'm gonna run up to him.
You want to do a medicine check? What do you want to do?
I'll be like, do you have a med?
What?
Med wave?
You say that, he does not respond. He doesn't even acknowledge you. You see, oh, come on, and you see him. He just snapped something into him. It looked like maybe he had a bone sticking out.
Oh god.
And he's like, and you see him pull out a med wave, and then he goes into his side and then pulls out a codex and clips it on, and then you see it begin a recording of himself. It's like, please, if you get this recording, remember that all you do is for the good of the Corps. Everyone needs to hear this. You all... And then you hear... And the codex gets blasted to pieces. And he's like... And you see him go to aim to the side, and you see what looks like counter-command forces come around the corner.
I'm gonna jump in front of them.
You jump in front of them?
Yeah.
Okay. As you jump in front of them, what are you going to do?
Like, I'm gonna jump in between him and the bullet that they're about to shoot.
Okay. So you're gonna block this.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll block, please. No one ever rolls blocks.
Well, wonder why. 15.
15. You see the blaster fires straight at you, and you are able to block it, and you see the energy kind of hits you for a moment, and then it disperses out. And they look at you. And they're like, they seem confused. And you look back at the champion, and he's confused as well. Please roll me initiative. Because apparently, we're starting that.
I can't do a strategy check before we go, huh?
No. You have to do it on your turn.
And it's just plus agility, right?
Yes.
Well, 22.
22. You see the two soldiers that are around the corner. Your turn. You go first. What are you gonna do?
So a plasma beater is like you said, like a hammer.
Yeah, it's like, it's more like a bludgeoning weapon.
Yeah, and what does pulse do again?
Pulse does if you use the function, and then it does 3d8 kinetic damage in like a radius.
Okay.
Yes?
Yeah, I will do that.
Okay, so you activate the function on your weapon. Go ahead and you roll your attack.
Uh, 16.
16 to hit. Which one are you hitting? The one on the right or left?
The one that was gonna shoot.
Okay, well, you
Whatever one was that?
the right one. As you rush up, you go and you strike into this one. You hit. Go ahead and roll 3d8 plus your I believe it is medium weapon bonus, right? You're using medium weapon, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What is it?
16 plus 5
16 plus 5 is 21.
plus 3.
24.
And I don't add agility, right?
No.
No, just the bonus. Okay. Yeah. 20. What did you say? 24?
24.
24.
Yeah, you go up and you blast him as you see his body gets whacked straight into the other one, and he just goes ragdoll across the across the wall, and it kind of splatters up, and you're like, I just did that. Shit.
Yeah, I actually would be very stunned.
As that happens, the other guy is like, ugh, and you see him struggling. He succeeds. He goes to fire off in random directions, as suddenly, let's see, you see a blaster bolt shoots into his temple, and he falls to the ground. His helmet is completely like fried. These guys had helmets on. You couldn't see their faces. But you see the two of them are down. They're dead, and there were only two that you saw, and you hear the champion.
Like, oh my god, they're not okay. Are you okay?
I'm gonna die soon. Won't I? I feel it.
What were you gonna say, Shire? Were you recording something on your codex?
The next champion is here, aren't you? If you're there, I need to tell you something. And you see he's looking around. It's almost as if he knows.
Be like, we're
Once
I'll like start recording on my codex.
you pull out your codex and you go to start recording, and it doesn't work.
Oh, great. Okay.
And you hear he's like, if I'm going to die soon, you need to know. Core command is compromised. I joined to try to find out how deep it goes. Counter command only started because of this. If you are the champion, and if you can hear me, join Corps Command and find the master key. Find the code. The code box. You only will be able to open it with the following numbers. Following in numerals. 562 767. Find it, and perhaps everything can be answered. And then you see two ships flying above as everything explodes and it goes silent. And then your eyes open. Your eyes open and you look around. You're inside the church. But there's no one inside here. Put in front of you is a coffin. And you see the archrectors, or the archrector and the other rectors are flapping their wings as the coffin begins to rise, like before. Like from the send-off
TV, yeah.
The send-off ceremony before. But you have this feeling. And you look around you. There's no one else here. Except for you and the rectors. And one of them comes up to you. I am sorry for your loss. And you look up and you're like, who did, what? Yeah. I'm sure he was close to you. You shared the same dome.
Muzzo?
And you look over and you see the coffin rising. And you feel this sinking sensation in your heart. And as the coffin rises to the skies, you hear the archrectors say, "Together to be reborn." And the coffin disappears. Muzzo didn't have any family. You were his family. And you stay there. And you see the archrector comes over and sits next to you. How are you feeling?
What happened to Muzzo again?
You don't remember? He looks at you.
No, I think I was in shock.
Do you actually say that?
Yeah.
You want to roll a deception check for that? Or are you actually in shock?
Well, now I'm in shock right now, so I'm probably like saying it like
I think I'm in shock. Like this just happened, kind of thing.
yeah, like was, but like as in like now.
Yeah. Oh, okay. He looks at you and is just like, he died in a battle against Kanta Karmand. You are his only family, correct?
Yes.
Do you have any family?
Yeah. A little sister.
Well, hopefully you can help protect her. And he looks at you and is like, Kinna, do you think that the next champion will be able to stop this bloodshed? Do you think that you can? Stop this bloodshed?
Yes. If it means my family won't be hurt.
Will you be alright if Muzzo is gone like this? With Muzzo gone? Will you be able to survive on your own?
I'm not sure.
Try it. You see him stand up. May you be reborn. And he nods to you, and he begins to walk off. And you are now inside the church, alone. How long do you stay here? Or do you try to leave?
Is his body still just floating there? Or
No, it's
goes
gone.
up to the...
It's gone.
I'd probably stay for another like 5 minutes.
Okay. You stay there. Anything else?
There's no one else in here?
No one else in here.
Oh, then I'd probably go.
You stand up and you go and walk out. And you see it is nighttime on the nest. You begin to fly off. You return back to your dome, the pine towers. And when you go inside, you see the room is Your dome is empty. Muzzo's not there. You see everything is there except for him. What do you do?
Probably look at a couple of his things and then... Is there like a living room area?
Yeah. It's kind of like an apartment complex. Like there's like a kitchen area, then there's a living room area, and then like right around the corner where there's a wall, there is the Muzzo's bedroom, and then your little alcove above that. And then there's like a big window.
I'd probably sleep in his bed.
Okay. You go over into Muzzo's room. You can smell his scent. You go over to his bed, his little like nested alcove that he has. And you see he has a hanging hollow image of you and him smiling in a picture. And you go and kind of nuzzle into the bed. What do you do? You sleep? What do you...
Probably cry a little bit.
You cry. What else do you do? This is very...
Feels really real.
Yeah, like you don't know if... Like what just happened. Like you went from the champion getting completely annihilated to Muzzo's death.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna try to go to sleep to make it over faster.
You try to go to sleep. It doesn't work. Roll me a strategy check.
Okay. Uh, 14.
You think about this, and you remember the whole idea was the past, the present, and the future. But what did the Archrector say on the eve of the Path of the Phoenix? Said something about the present. How you would lose a part of yourself, but try to find who you are meant to be. And this is probably a part of that trial, part of the path. So what do you do?
I'm gonna sit up in bed. I'm gonna say out loud, Muzzo, if you're there, I am gonna be better. And I'm going to be the best person I can be, just like you were. And I will join Corps Command and fight so your death will not be in vain.
Please roll me a discipline check.
$20.
20. As you say this and you close your eyes and you're holding onto the little like branches of his nest, you're holding them close into your talons. And as you open your eyes, the room feels different to you. And it feels much more lively as suddenly the door opens up and you see Muzzo step through. It's like, I didn't realize you were back home.
I jump up and give him a hug.
You go and jump up to give him a hug, and he goes and pushes you back. It's like, don't. You're still a part of them. And you see him go over to the corner. You see he goes and grabs a few things. It's like, I don't want anything to do with Corps Command. I'm leaving. I'm leaving the nest. I'm leaving all of it behind. Everything.
Why?
They are sick. They don't support freedom. I'm going to a place where they will support the liberation of others. To liberate the colonies.
Muzzo, what happened?
Come on. Think. They are just using us as cannon fodder. Let's fight them together. And then you hear in your head, was fine. Master key. 562-767. He's like, who am I kidding? You're not going to join me.
Wait, it told me...
You're the damn champion! And you see him kind of hit something off like a nightstand. He's like, ugh. And then you see him storms out.
That told me to join Corps Command, right? And the key thing, not counter command, right?
Corps Command. And then you get a notification on your codex. And you see Commander Asla wants you on in HQ of Pillar Command. And you see it says it's very important. We are being assigned to a Fleet Titan. With the Grand Admiral. Of Corps Command. And you head out back to the harbor. You feel like you've been here before, like you've been to these places before. Like you've spent a lot of time here. And you look at your body and it's almost as if you've aged several cycles. You return back to Pillar Command, where you see your squadron outside and a large, massive ship up in the sky above the clouds. And you see they are all waiting for a transport vessel to go up to this titanic craft that is hovering in the harbor's atmosphere. You see the Commander Asla looks over and is like, "Hello. Good to have you on board again." And she comes up and she kind of gives you a hug. And this is the first time you're meeting her, but...
I'm not going to reciprocate that hug.
And she's like, "What's wrong? Are you okay?" And then you hear, it's like, maybe she just has a screw loose, you know? It's like, "Shut the fuck up." And you see Asla smack a guy next to her. You're like, "Ugh. Shut up, fucking. Come on." Ugh. Isn't she supposed to be the champion or something? It's like, let's go. And you see they begin to board onto the transport vessel. What do you do? Are you just quiet? Or are you?
I'm gonna ask the girl that tried to hug me. Where are we going?
I messaged you. We're going to the Fleet Titan that the Grand Admiral.
I mean, after that.
Well, we're going to be going to a few command colonies. I believe I mean, I'm not quite sure the full scope of the plan, but I'll find out in the commander's chambers, so I can figure it out. Don't worry. Are you sure you're alright?
I didn't sleep well.
Okay, well, maybe our new quarters will be... maybe our new quarters will be rather decent. Plus, we're going on, like, the Grand Admiral's Fleet Titan. Like, we are going to be a part of the largest fleet in all of Corps Command. Isn't that exciting? After all, I've been training for this for the past 10 cycles now.
Is she a Cantal?
No, she's a Prime.
Oh, okay.
So is the other one. Wait, actually, is she a Prime? I forget. We'll say she's a Prime for now. Should probably look at that up, though. But yeah, are you doing anything?
Yeah, I'm excited. I didn't really sleep.
It's okay. We'll get some rest when we get on board. But we're gonna be. Huh? What? Oh, she's a Yen.
Yeah. Okay.
She's an enhanced Yen. I just forgot. I got it.
I'm gonna say this till the guy can't hear, the other character. I'm like, how long have I been a champion for? have I been champion for?
Okay, go and roll a stealth check.
A stealth?
Yeah, so you could say it quietly.
Oh, okay. Sure.
You just rolled a high.
$21?
You say that, it's like, you hear the prime behind you, just, and you see Asla like looks back and and just glares at him. It's like, I mean, I think now it's been probably about 3 cycles.
That's right.
Are you sure you're okay? We can get you some nutritions if you like, or maybe a med wave.
I just take a swig from my flask.
Okay, you suck some nectar. Some juicy nectar. And she's just like, we'll find you something, somewhere to sleep, okay? When we get to the ship, okay?
I'm fine.
You said that you didn't sleep, and you don't remember how long you've been in Corps Command? The Grand Admiral had you come. You remember that, right?
Yes.
As this happens, though, you see it's almost as if everything kind of flashes by you. You reach the ship, and then you are called to the Grand Admiral's chamber. And you see he stands there and he's like, in all my cycles, I have never gotten to see a cantor such as you become a champion. And you feel the sense of duty, but that you didn't ask for it. That, why is this happening for you?
I'll take that as a compliment.
Oh, it surely is. I made sure to have you on board because, well, the last champion was killed by counter-command forces.
Yes, I know.
We need to make sure that we can stop this bloodshed from continuing. And as this continues, you kind of begin to zone out, and it's almost as if the meeting goes by quickly and you begin to go back to your training. Another person joins your squadron in the middle of all of this. And then the ship leads you to many different worlds across the Foundation region. You hear stories, watch battles, participate in devastation. But you also keep your eye out as the consistent voice repeats the code. And then suddenly the entire space around you wipes away. And you see a fiery burst of flames as suddenly two giant wings begin to expand out in front of you. And then you hear a voice. Kinna Muzzo. Do you know who I am?
Yes, I do.
Do you know why I come before you?
I think so.
Why so hesitant, child?
Because I don't want it.
I know. But you are one of the only people, one of the only Cantor that will understand, that will be able to guide, that will be able to love in the time of darkness, in this time, in this new age that is coming. We all feel it. You have a strong heart. And it seems like no one else will be able to hold it. Your friend Muzzo. If he were to hold this path, he would surely lose sight of what it means to be a champion.
That may be true, but he's more fit and...
It doesn't matter if you're fit.
Oh, he's more fit for taking it on.
No.
Than I am.
That is not true. He is arrogant. And if we feed into that arrogance, he will never learn. His path will show itself, and he will take it. He shall take it. And do not worry. He will do exactly what he was meant to do. Just like you.
Well, does that mean he will die like us all?
No. That is just the path. Your destiny has yet to be written. So is his. He lost you too, by the way. In his path. Now, open your eyes. Do you?
Mm-hmm.
You open your eyes. As you look up, you see the Archrector standing before you. And you look behind you, and all the Cantor have their eyes open, looking up towards you. God. And you see Muzzo's eyes are shocked. And then you hear the Archrector say, "The Great Mother has chosen her champion. And you all are her travelers." And all of them rise. Muzzo rise slightly slower than everyone else and is just staring. "Our new champion, Kinna Muzzo." And that's where we'll end this session. I thank you for listening to The Champion. I hope you enjoyed this entry and are keeping up with the anthology as a whole. Also, if you want to be reborn in yourself, you can subscribe as a Chosen to access Chosen creation and exclusive Codex entries. Until next time, travelers, be safe, stay safe, and if death comes to you, may you be reborn in power.